Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mel. So today's video is going to be all about doing a glowy, natural looking look. I'm saying for mature skin, but it's also can be really used by anybody. So if you're curious to see how I got this look, then let's just jump right into it. So I first want to start off with my primer today. I'm going to do my eyes before I put the rest of my foundation and bronzer and all those face products on. So the primer I'm going to be using today is the Lise Watier. This is a base illuminating primer, and I've shown it on my channel before. It's really beautiful, beautiful packaging, like that's glass. But for trying to make a really glowy, luminous look today, this one is fantastic for that. So I'm just putting about that much on my hands. And I put it primarily right in where my biggest pores are. So that's usually down on my chin area, down under my nose above my lip, and then up on my forehead. And I try and also concentrate it between my eyebrows. Here there is quite a few fine lines that have developed. But this is one of my favorite primers for giving me that just really luminosity that I'm looking for. But you can really see how glowy it is leaving me. That's why it's one of my favorites. And if you're looking for like more of a, like the Lise Watier is more of a bit of a higher brand. But if you're looking for a more affordable drugstore brand, I also have the e.l.f. This is just an illuminating face primer. And I have this one in Radiant Glow. I'll just put a little bit on my hand to kind of show you how luminous this one is. And you have to excuse, I haven't done my nails again because they are still just peeling. It's just awful. I don't know why they're really bad right now. But yeah, see how just gives you a beautiful sheen to your face. So that's a much more affordable option. And I'm also just going to put a tiny bit under my eyes to prime under that area as well. And then this is going to give it lots of time to just settle into my skin and be ready for the foundation and all the other face products. And I have already prepped my face. I have my serum on that I already did this morning, and also the moisturizer I used today was the Aveeno Radiant Finish. I believe it's called Radiant Glow, something like that. So I'm going to have a lot of glowiness going on. And because I want my eyeshadow to really stick today, I don't have like an eyeshadow primer, like an eyelid primer, so I'm just going to use some concealer. And this is the Infallible Full Wear by L'Oreal. I've been trying to use this one up somewhat because I found when I did a review of it, it just was very drying for me. Again, that's just my opinion. I have very dry under eyes anyhow, so it just kind of left my under eye area really dry. But I don't want to not use it, so I do use it a lot of times for my eyeshadow base. And I like to prep my eyes, it takes away all of those little red lines and the redness that I have above my eyelids. And something else I'm going to do today is I want to try to diminish these brown spots. It's summertime, well, as we're fast approaching more sunnier weather here, these will definitely become a little bit more pronounced on my cheeks. And it does bother me more in the summer, fall, and then by winter time and into spring, they aren't as drastic looking. So they do bother me. I have a couple of things that I do to try and make them not so pronounced. But on days like this, I do like to hide them, and that will give both these products time to sit on my skin. As soon as I put the foundation on, they will start poking through a tiny bit. So we'll just try and give this a head start. So for an eyeshadow palette today, I just want to thank my friend Tracy from her channel, Little Makeup Channel. But she did a whole little mini video about this particular eyeshadow palette that I had totally forgotten that I even had it. It's the Too Faced Natural Matte, and it's totally up my alley. It's all the neutral shades. Isn't that beautiful? But she reminded me that I even had this palette. I had to go dig it out of my container that I keep all of my eyeshadow palettes. It was kind of buried at the bottom. and I haven't used it for so long. So I just wanted to, yeah, you know what? I wanted to revisit this today because they are beautiful shades and they have a lot of beautiful colors and the color payoff is fantastic. So the shade we're going to first start off with is Lace Teddy. And it's that one there. It's kind of a peach color. And I'm just using a Real Techniques. This is a base shadow brush. And I'm going to just put that on my lid and kind of pack it on. And this look was inspired actually by Angie, who does Hot and Flashy, her channel. She's quite a big YouTuber, but she's like a mature channel for us mature ladies. But I love how she does a nice glowy, dewy look, which is, you know, that's me, glowy and dewy. And they just always look so beautiful on her. So I was definitely inspired by that. I just thought, you know what, I really would like to do a really basic glowy look. That went on quite nicely. So the next one, and there is a little bit of kickback with this palette, unfortunately. That's why I usually will just make sure that I tap my brush off really well. So the next shade we're going to go in with is, it's a really nice tan color. It's called Honey Butter. And it's this one right here. And I'm going to use that one as my crease color. And I'm going to concentrate it just on the outer portion of my eye and bring it right into the crease area. And what I like about these shades is they blend really nicely and you can't really make any mistakes with these colors. They're not like bold colors. Bold colors kind of scare me because sometimes they're really hard to work in and to try and blend them all in. But that's why I really love neutrals. They're very easy to work with. Thought I'd bring you in just a little bit closer so you can kind of see a little bit better of what I'm doing. So those shades blended in very, very nicely. Next, I'm going to go in with Cashmere Bunny, which is this one here. It's like a light milk chocolate brown. I'm going to use a different brush. This is my NYX number 15. It's like a little pencil type of brush. And what I want to do is concentrate that right on the very end. Just want to make sure that I'm getting really good color on this outer part. And then to deepen it up even more, I'm going to go in with this darker shade here. It's called Sexpresso. That one there. Just making it a tiny bit browner just on the outer edge. I'm just going to go in with my NYX number 16 brush, and it's just like a fluffy brush, but it's clean. Just to make sure this is all blended together. And I always use like a circular motion when I put my eyeshadows on. Some people will use like the windshield wiper method, which is back and forth. But when I think we're getting, as we get older with our eyes, I think it's better to use just more of a circular motion. And then because I want to try and get rid of some of the hood that I have starting to develop, I don't have like overly hooded eyes, but they are starting to creep into that area. I'm going to go into Chocolate Cookie, which is this nice brown one on the bottom. And I'm going to increase the color in my crease. I'm going to start on the end and kind of move my way to the other end. Again, using that circular motion. See how it just kind of gives you that illusion? And then because I want to add a little bit of shimmer to my lid, and that palette doesn't have any shimmers in it, I'm going to switch over to my Lise Watier. I love this. This is the Stardust palette. I got this for Christmas as a Christmas gift, but it's such a beautiful palette. Love the shades. But I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade right here. It's like a champagne color, like a vanilla champagne color. And I'm just going to use a clean finger, very gently, because it's very pigmented. Dip my finger in there. And a lot of times I will, for shimmer shades, I will use just my finger instead of a brush. I think it just applies better. Feels like butter actually. They're just so soft. And I just applied that all over my lid. And what I want to try is a liquid eyeshadow that I haven't used. I think I used this one, it was just around Christmas time because I got it as a Christmas gift, I believe. This one here. It's the Lise Watier Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow. It's like a mauvey color with like a dusty rose shade to it. But I love this one. I haven't used it in so long. So what I want to do is I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand because I don't want to use the applicator to put it right directly on my eyelid. That'll be way too much. So I'm just going to do that instead. But oh, isn't that pretty? And then I will use my finger and I'm just blotting it on there. And I want to just put that right on the center. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. Wow. Such a beautiful shade. And then I want to also put just a little bit of shimmer underneath my eyebrows. So I'm going to dip into that same champagne color. And I'm just going to run it right under my eyebrows. And then I think that's it for the eyes for now. There is a bit of fallout underneath my eyes, so I'm just going to brush that all away. That's why I really like doing my eyes first before anything else. Okay, so next up I want to get my eyebrows done. So I'm just using the Covergirl, so it's the Covergirl 705. This is just rich brown, but it's a great eyebrow pencil. I always run the spoolie through them first, but it's a really soft brow pencil. So I changed my mind. I think we'll just do a couple more things with the eyes to finish them off. So I do want to do a tight lining on my upper waterline. I think that that just makes your lashes look a lot more fuller, and I do it a lot. So I'm going in with the Clinique. Now I haven't used this one. It came in like a gift set that I bought after Christmas time, so I haven't used it yet. So I've been curious to try it. It's Clinique Quickliner for eyes. It's the Intense Black. I've been wanting to use this one. I usually use my Lise Watier, like a waterproof one. But yeah, I wanted to give this one a try. So for a tight lining, I just run it right underneath my upper lash line. So it's not as intense as I wanted it to be. It says Intense Black, but it doesn't look as intense as my Lise Watier one. But that's okay, we'll make do. And it does make my eyes water sometimes because you're poking yourself in the eye, so it makes your eyes water. See how it just makes your eyelashes look just a tiny bit fuller? So I really like that. And then I do want to do my upper lash line, and I want to do it with a liquid liner. Even though they're not my favorite to use, I much prefer a pencil. But I haven't used this one a lot since I did my first impression on it. It's the Overcomer by Mia Dora. And it's just a liquid eyeliner pen. I have this one in the shade Intense Black. But they were really nice they had sent this to me to just do a first impression on it. And I really did like it. You have to work fast with it. It does dry quite quickly, but it just is so pigmented. And I do have a promo code for it, so I will link that down below if you're interested in it. And I don't make any commission or anything on that. It's just a coupon code for you guys that you can get a bit of a discount on it. So I'm just going to start usually about right in this area here. And I do short little strokes. I don't do one huge line, but it's such a beautiful pencil and it's very, very pigmented. Well, it went from being a really thin line to a thick line because for whatever reason, it just kind of came out all at once. So I had to kind of make the line a little bit thicker than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. So next I want to do a little bit of tight lining on my bottom waterline. So I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and I have this in the shade Bourbon. But this is a really, really soft pencil. It's that one right there. Really pretty brown. And I like using brown. It just isn't as harsh as using black all the time. But yeah, I'm just going to use this in my waterline. And I'm also going to use it just in the first little bit here of my under eyes. And then I'm going to coat them with mascara, but I need to first make sure that I am curling my lashes. Because my lashes seem to just kind of go straight out. And the mascara I'm going to be using today is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. And it's a really unique kind of wand. And I start at the base of my lashes and just kind of wiggle them back and forth. But this is a great mascara. It doesn't flake. It's very volumizing. It gets even all these little lashes that I have just in the very corners here. and I usually apply about 2 coats. It's a bit of a wetter mascara. Okay, so let's start getting back into some really fun stuff here. Next, we're going to go in with the foundation because I want to start doing my face. And I haven't used this in such a long time on my channel. I've used it in real life, but I just haven't had it on my channel since I think I did my first impression on it. But it's the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. Absolutely love this one. And I have this in the shade Cream Beige, number 25. Let's make sure my hair is out of the way. But if you definitely want a more glowy look, this is going to do it. It's very radiant. It has, just like it says, it has a serum in it. So I'll start off with about that much. We'll see if I need more. I have been using that Jergens. I can't believe what a difference it makes. I've been using the Jergens Natural Glow, I believe it is. Just, it's a body lotion, but it has the self-tanner in it. And oh my goodness, like this whole area, I can't believe how brown it's gotten. So I don't know if this is gonna still be a good match for a shade range, but this foundation will definitely leave you dewy looking, if that is the look you're looking for. And the other nice thing is it doesn't settle into your fine lines. I'm just going to put some directly on the sponge because I want to do right in the, I always have troubles in my nose area with trying to get foundation in there, but it blends so easily. I think when I did my first impression on it, I'm trying to remember, I think I was comparing it almost to like a BB cream, which I still find it is kind of like that. I'm going to do my neck. Yeah, it's really nice coverage. It's just going to cover like my imperfections. Just going to put a tiny bit more right up here on my forehead. And I want a little bit more coverage just on my cheek area here where I had that concealer. But like I said to you, can you see how even though those spots, they're still poking through? I'm kind of proud of myself. I did not too badly with the little baby wing I've got going here, and I didn't have to use my tape hack like I usually do. Yeah, see how beautiful it just leaves my skin beautiful and radiant looking. I love it. So next we're going to go into concealer, and I want to use, because again we're trying to keep this like glowy and dewy, the NYX Born to Glow. Sorry, I've used this on my channel a million times, I know. It's a radiant concealer. I have this in the shade Natural. But I love this concealer. It is very hydrating, and it just has like this little sponge applicator. So I just put it, like I squeeze it a tiny little bit to bring some of it up, right like that. And then I just put a tiny bit. That's probably even too much. And then I'm going to use my fingertip to blend it in. But I can't believe how hydrating this concealer is. It's amazing, actually. It was one of those concealers that I had to buy without testing, so I probably would have gone with more of a lighter. This one definitely has yellow undertones to it, which isn't a bad thing because that really neutralizes the purple pigmentation I have under my eyes. But what impresses me about this one is it doesn't really crease under my eyes. I'm just going to finish off under here and blend it out a little bit better, but can you, like, you can probably see on the camera how hydrating this is. Like, it's just glowing under my eyes and it just blends beautifully. So that is my favorite concealer at the moment. It's awesome. Okay, so next I want to just kind of set that concealer under my eyes. So this is a new product to my channel. It's the Laura Mercier, but this is the Secret Brightening under eye powder. Very, very fine. I mean, you can place, I don't know if the camera's kind of picking up, as soon as I opened it, it's just a fine powder. So I'm going to put just a tiny bit on the lid, like not even that much, holy smokes. So like there is really barely anything in the lid. And I'm just using a Real Techniques. This is a setting brush. I really like this one because it doesn't add any color to under your eye, but it's such a fine powder. And I'm just going to press it on. And this doesn't make your under eyes look dry and cakey. So yeah, like you saw, I barely used any. So the rest of it I'm just going to put back into the container. And then to set the other areas of my face, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals, just a little little travel size that I have of it, Mineral Veil. So it just says Original Mineral Veil. And it's just going to keep that nice glowy look I got. So I just want to put it down my nose. And I'm going to set it on my smile lines and just up in this area here. So for bronzer, because I want more of a natural looking bronzer today, I'm using the Rimmel Natural Bronze. And this is in the shade 022 Sun Bronze. I'm just going to dip my brush in there, and I'm just going to run it along my forehead. Do a little bit of contouring. I don't usually do a lot of contouring. But if you do like contouring, this is a really good bronzer for that because it is like a matte version. And to run it down my temples, just gives you a really nice sun-kissed look and really warms your face up. And very gently I'm going to put it on my cheeks, and then I always run it down along my jawline and also down my neck. And we'll just put a tiny bit down the nose. I just try and apply it where the sun would naturally hit your face, but not too overdone. And then for blush today, I'm going to go in with a cream blush. It's one of my favorites, and it's the Maybelline Cheek Heat. And this is in the shade Nude Burn. It just blends beautifully on the skin. So what I usually do is I put a dab of it on the back of my hand, and I really mean like a dab of it. It's extremely pigmented. And then I take a clean finger, if I can get a clean finger here, and I just tap it just to try and get some on my finger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start at the back of my cheek and work my way forward. Yeah, see, actually it didn't do too bad. The concealer and then the foundation didn't do too bad of covering up that pigmentation on my cheeks. Like I said, sometimes it bugs me. Sometimes I'm okay with it and I just leave it. But there are some days where it just bugs me, and today was one of those days it was bugging me. See how it's just giving me a nice little rosy flush to my cheek. And I usually just bring it down to about the center where this is where my cheekbone is. And it's subtle. It's not like bam, you can tell I'm wearing blush. So that's why I really appreciate it. Next is highlighter, because we can't have a glowy look without some highlighter. And then I'm trying to keep, again, with more creams. I have some other highlighters I can use, but I'm really liking this is the Kaleido Cosmetics Resort Glow Illuminating Gel. And this was from my friend Jess, had sent this to me in her little package that she sent me a bunch of little things. So again, all I'm going to do is put it on a different spot on the back of my hand. But it's so pretty, and it's like a pearlescent color. So I'm going to take, I have my little cloth here that I wipe my hands on to try and get them clean. And I just pick up some on my fingertip. Oh, this is so pretty. And I'm very gently, oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Just placing it right on my cheekbone. You can kind of see just like that really pearlescent, it's like a pinky color. So beautiful. And usually with like a cream highlighter, they sometimes aren't all that illuminating, but this is just fabulous. It's just a wonderful, wonderful highlighter. And then I'm also going to take some down the bridge of my nose. And I will do some above my Cupid's bow. I do like more pinky highlighters anyhow. So this is just stunning. Now I want to put a little bit of highlighter in the kind of in the corners of my eyes. I try and wait till the very end to do that. So I'm just going to go back into my Lise Watier palette. I'm going to go back into that shade I was using for my other highlighting. And very carefully I just try and put it right where my eye. I don't want it kind of going, I don't want it going down into my where my concealer is, because that just accentuates your fine lines. And the next thing, I treated myself. I had a gift card still from, I believe it was Valentine's Day. I received a gift card. So I wanted to make use of that. And since you can't go into the stores anymore, or for the time being, I think some of our stores are slowly opening up right now. But I ordered this one online. So I bought the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's a lip kit. But I've always wanted to try this shade. I've heard so many good things about it. It's like a cult favorite for the actual shade. And it's an award-winning lip duo. So it has, inside of it, it has the Pillow Talk lipstick and Pillow Talk lip liner. but they're just like little sizes. They're not like the full size. But yeah, I just wanted to try and see what it looks like, because I had heard so many good things about it. So it just has like the little pencil, and then look at how cute this little, it's so cute. Oh my goodness. And then there's the little lippy. So let's first try the lip liner out. I haven't used this yet, so let's give it a try. Wow, that is so pretty. My goodness, what a nice color. And it's very soft, a really soft pencil. And I always make sure to, I always fill in my lips with my whole lip liner. That way the color will stay longer. And then I'm super excited to try this out. Look at how cute that is. That is just adorable. Oh, it smells good too. Wow, that is beautiful. You know that I love my nude shades, so this is, what a stunning color. Wow, that is lovely. So nice. And then to top it, because I don't have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury stuff, this was one of the things that I bought quite some time ago, but I've only used it a couple of times because it's, again, it's an expensive one. So, but it's the Lip Luster, and it is in the shade, I believe it is just Pillow, oh, it's the Pillow Talk shade. It just has like a doe foot applicator. So I'm just going to put that in the center of my lips. Wow, that is so pretty. I'm so happy with it. I'm glad it turned out the color that I was hoping for. So it's such a beautiful, like a nudie, has like a pinky undertone to it. So that is just beautiful. Well, I'm so happy with how this look turned out. It turned out better than I thought it was. I hope you liked this glowy, mature look that I have going here. Again, I try and use some cream products when I do more the mature looks, because cream products are a little bit better for your skin. They don't sink into your fine lines as much as powders do. So, but yeah, I still always will use some powder products. I can't get away from that. I just love the look sometimes of some products. So, but yeah, this turned out very, very nicely. So I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. I was glad that I could use a few new products on here that I haven't shown you guys before, or some products that I haven't used in quite some time. So I like mixing it up a little bit like that. So before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to be a part of my little home here on YouTube. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell, and that way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. As always, everybody, I hope you have a great week and a great life, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!